Egypt, this good land that wrote bright chapters along history in the book of human civilizations. It is the land that ingenuinely mixed between the heavenly messages to mankind and the civilizations and cultures produced by mankind. And gave the world the light which cleared the road to humanity to attain peace and tolerance. On this land, Jesus Christ, may the peace of Allah be upon him, and his mother, Virgin Mary, found safety, security, and peace. Throughout ages, the land of Egypt has always been the melting pot of various civilizations and religions besides cultures. And it has always been the home of the people who believe that religion is for Allah and homeland for all, and that the mercy of the Creator overwhelms mankind of each and every race. For all that, it has been necessary that Egypt becomes an important station in the trip of Pope Francis I. The visit marks a declaration to the whole world that Egypt enjoys a firm national unity.
أيها الإخوة المصريون الأعزاء، شباب وشيوخ، نساء ورجال، مسلمون ومسيحيون، أغنياء وفقراء، أعانقكم جميعا بمودة، وأطلب من الله العلي القدير أن يبارككم ويصون بلدكم من أي شر.
His Holiness, the Distinguished Visitor of Egypt, was born in Argentina on December 17, 1936, by the name Jorge Mario Bergoglio. He has been a Roman Catholic clergy since his childhood and assumed many positions in the Church. The regional president of Catholic monasticism in Argentina from 1973 to 1979, assistant suffragan in Buenos Aires from 1997 to 1998, the president of the Council of Catholic Bishops in Argentina from 2005 to 2011. He assumed responsibility of Eastern Catholic churches in Argentina and the president of Buenos Aires Bishops from 1998 to 2013. He is elected as Pope on March 13, 2013, following Pope Benedict XVI. The wind of change blew on the Vatican with Pope Francis. It was reflected on his efforts to deepen the dialogues among religions and his demand to fulfill world peace and social solidarity, especially in the Middle East. He was named the Pope of the Poor. The responsibility of the head of the Catholic Church is not exclusive to preside over a church that has 1,200,000,000 followers. It comprises other issues, the most important of which is the dialogue among Christian churches and with other religions, especially Islam. From that principle, His Holiness visited Egypt, the land of amiability and peace, human civilization, and home of religions. With open heart and arms, Egypt welcomed the grand visitor under a slogan, "The Pope of Peace on the Land of Peace." One of the most important stops during his visit to Egypt was his meeting with His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi at El Ittihadiyya Palace, where they exchanged words of mutual appreciation and affirmed their steadfast positions that rely on human and spiritual values and principles to stop violence, terrorism, and achieve prosperity. This visit coincided with the convention of the International Conference for Peace at Al-Azhar, whose Grand Sheikh stressed the principle of equality in citizenship, regardless of color, ethnicity, or religion. During that conference, the Pope pointed out that religion is not the problem, but it is part of the solution.
هذه الأرض ظهرت للعالم كأرض التاريخ، أرض الحضارة. منذ قدم التاريخ كان ظهرت الحضارة على ضفاف نهر النيل وكانت رمزاً للحضارة.
His Holiness, the Grand Visitor of Egypt, with His Holiness Pope Theodoros, the Pope of Alexandria, met in the Coptic Cathedral in Abbasiyya.
نرحب بقداستكم في بلدنا مصر، بلد التاريخ والحضارة، حيث يلتقي الغرب بالشرق منذ فجر التاريخ، وحيث يجري نهر النيل الخالد في وسط أرضنا الطيبة، ليشرب كل المصريين منه الوسطية والاعتدال. فمرحبا بقداستكم بابا السلام في أرض السلام.
In confirmation to this first historic visit of Pope Francis I, all the arrangements and procedures were made under direct supervision of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to assure the world that Egypt is the land of fraternity and coexistence. On the ground, all these preparations were implemented on all levels for this occasion to grant optimum fulfillment in order to mirror the image of Egypt in the world. our grand visitor concluded his visit by a mass held at the 30th of June Stadium of the Air Defense Forces. The Mass was attended by thousands of believers, besides public and political figures.
Pope Francis wrapped up a two-day visit to Egypt, celebrating Mass in Cairo.
The visit was privileged by huge international interest and mirrored the importance of this historic event that will change the face of history and pushes towards a more fraternal and more humane world that allows for differences and discards disputes and better understand the meaning of accepting the other.
But it was this embrace between Pope Francis and the Grand Imam of El-Zahar on Friday that showcased the main message of this mission, unity of religions. He chose to be driven through Cairo in a small Fiat, which was not bulletproof, and rolled down the window to wave to well-wishers. Before Mass today, he rode in an open cart around a stadium, stopping to greet a group of dressed-up kids as military helicopters flew overhead.
Oggi desidero parlarvi del viaggio apostolico che con l'aiuto di Dio ho compiuto nei giorni scorsi in Egitto. Mi sono recato in quel paese in seguito a un quadruple invito del Presidente della Repubblica, di Sua Santità il Patriarca Copto Ortodosso, del grande imam di Al-Azhar e del Patriarca Copto Cattolico. La Santa Famiglia di Nazareth, che emigrò sulle rive del Nilo per scampare alla violenza di Erode, benedica e protegga sempre il popolo egiziano e lo guidi sulla via della prosperità, della fraternità e della pace. Grazie.
Since its establishment with its people and state, Egypt has always carried the flag of peace and respect for the other. Its sincere efforts to welcome Pope Francis with open arms and warmth are exerted to denounce any sort of violation against the pride of mankind and human rights in the Middle East and the whole world.